Good morning, everybody. So today we're at Ocean Cove Campground at the Simply Fishing tournament. Um, Man, it's such a beautiful day out here. We're not in the tournament, but we definitely are gonna do some diving. So target scallops, lingcod, rockfish, and definitely a lot of fun festivities today, right after the tournament. So we're gonna check it out, do some diving, see what we can find, and cook up a meal right after this. Hopefully we can do some scallop poke, so we'll see. So stay tuned. We're going to see what we can catch at the Simply Fishing tournament. All right, hitting up the Ocean Cove campground and about to launch out right now. So conditions look really nice, so you will see with a couple of dive buddies here today. So let's see if we can get some scallops, huh? The first part of getting scallops is actually look for some deep pinnacles with some huge cracks. So on this particular drop, just looking in some holes just to see if there's some scallops around. And I happened to stumble upon one right here because my dive buddy Dan actually told me that there was a scallop down there. So he's on top right now spotting me. And I just pulled this one by hand and just went straight up. So, and the most ideal time to find them is actually on the bottom of huge rock formations where it's really swelly, since they're filter feeders and they like to face most of the time where the waves are crashing them. So face usually on the pinnacles where the waves are facing out. So on this drop right here, you can see that I found a nice hole. You see all these orange spores right there? Usually that's a good sign that there's some scallops around. So I marked it with my ab bar and float line, and I'm gonna go up and breathe up and go back down. So going back down into that hole in that boulder, you'll see that we're gonna drop right into that orange spore location again. Just shine a flashlight around. There's a ton of scallops all in there. Like I'm pointing to them right now. There's a wall of scallops. So usually how you spot scallops on walls is you'll see an orange smile. Usually when they say orange smile is when the scallop's mouth are open and they're filter feeding. And you can see them with their mouth open. Usually when the mouths are closed, a lot harder to spot them because they blend right in with the rocks. So on this particular drop down, I gauged and I could see that where all the scallops were and where I wanted to pick them. So I've already picked a few before, and this is, you can see right there that the mouth actually closed off. But yeah, this one was extremely hard to get to, and I had to do multiple drops in order to get this scallop out. So sometimes if you want to get some good ones and they're just cemented on the rock, you're gonna have to drop multiple times in order to get them out. This particular location was roughly around 35 to 40 feet, so it is a little bit deeper when it comes to scallop diving or free diving for scallops. Typically a good scallop spot would maybe be like 10 feet deep, so but you'll definitely have to work a lot harder for these deeper ones, and you just got to ensure that when you go up you get a good breathe up and get a good angle on these scallops. So you can see the frustration eventually of trying to get these scallops out, because once they're cemented, it's not really easy to get them. So next drop, dropping back down, same deal, same story, trying to get the same scallop again, and I'm gonna try and attack it from a different angle, and instead of prying it, I'm just gonna twist the bar instead, and yeah, or more like Yeah, more like I was trying to bang the scallop out. But sometimes you have to try all sorts of different tactics or techniques in order to try and get it out. See, back down again. Frustrating. Extremely frustrating. So in the area on the left of that scallop, I already picked a bunch of scallops around it. Usually you'll find a whole bunch of them around it. So yeah, ironic that it just came out so easy that way. Yeah, so I got to pull up that beautiful scallop right here. This is a different spot here, a lot more shallower, a lot surgier. Lots and lots of these orange spores everywhere, so it was really exciting. There was a good pile of smaller scallops, a couple big ones mixed in, but definitely some nice one right there. That one was definitely wedged in, extremely difficult to get to, and I tried really hard to get that one out, but yeah, it's just one of those breathe up and come back down and try again. So dropping off nice pinnacles and just look right underneath the ledges. You start spotting these orange spores. I keep emphasizing the orange spores, and just look for the cracks and the smiles, like right there. See that? But that one fooled me because that was it was a dead scallop. So, but you'll be able to see the orange smile when it comes to looking for these scallops. Next dive down, just looking around still. Just decided to call it and pull a smaller scallop and call it a day. Got 6 pretty nice ones. This was a smaller one, but I had 6 nice ones. Was already getting kind of tired and was ready to get some uni for the campsite and all of our friends in the campgrounds were requesting uni, so definitely had enough of pulling scallops and going up and down and trying to pry scallops out of their holes. So yeah, these big old red unis, they yield a lot of roe, so definitely got to pull a bunch of these and take it back to camp. Ocean Cove after dive uni, after dive scallops. Diving with Dan and Eddie today, so it was fun. You know, visibility was actually really good. We had a good time. This was probably 25-30 feet up here in the Sonoma Coast, which is pretty rare, but I guess we're not surprised with the lack of kelp. All right, we're just gonna go right into it. So we're gonna shuck scallops and just make some sashimi out of it. In the end, we just wanted to make something because scallops are just a sweet delicacy that we don't need any condiments or anything or dipping sauce. So start from the back of the scallop and just work your way around. So you want to cut the foot open and just work a really thin knife around it. Open up the scallop and get all that meat out of there. So once you got a half open, you can go ahead, as you can see right here, that's the half. You can go ahead and just scrape off with a sharp knife again on the opposite side, and you get that nice foot off. And around it is all the guts. So we want to get all the guts and everything off of there to where it's nice and clean. And then all you have is a perfect round scallop. So we're gonna sashimi that up and just go at it and enjoy it. Right here. All right, so we got some scallops today. We're gonna just straight eat them raw. Picked them earlier, probably around 30 to 40 feet area, and it's an awesome day, man. This is what you live for in California. So we're gonna try some of this scallops right here and see how it tastes. Go ahead, Dan. Go first. Oh, that's amazing. Sweet, nice texture to it. You don't even need soy, lemon, or anything like that. It's just awesome, awesome sweet flavor to it. If you go out there and do some diving, definitely go out there and go get some rock scallops. That's good.
I feel like the texture is almost like lobster. Crabby lobster almost taste with texture.
Yeah, it is like lobster for sure.
But I'd rather eat these.
Scallops all day. So if you like what you see, please comment down below, subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned for another episode of Fish, Dive, and Cook with Dan.